We are back. We're back. That's how I'm gonna start every week. That's how I'm gonna start every week. That's my catchphrase. Yeah.
Like
How
it.
you been, Nate?
Man, busy, very busy. Work has been honestly kicking my butt. A lot of overtime, a lot of talking. If you guys didn't already know, I do work on. I talk to people on phones all day, but then I've also been doing some training. And when you're training somebody, it's even more talking than being on the phone.
Mm,
So, just very exhausting weeks, and it's Christmas time, and it's crazy. But you know
that's
what?
crazy.
I'm glad to be here.
No.
Glad.
It is great. So tonight we have a great show for you guys. Tonight we're gonna be doing redo or redon't. Tonight we're gonna be even talking about the Grinch who stole Christmas. Normally we do original reboot, but Nate said, "Hey, it's the Grinch. Let's go 3." And I said, "Holy crap, 3! This is gonna be the ultimate Grinch." Grinch, redo, redon't. That's what Jose said, which is pretty cool. So we're going to be we're going to be talking about Grinch from 1966, the Grinch from 2000, and then the Grinch from 2018. We're going to talk about all 3 of those films. So if you guys have sat down and you watched them, join in on the fun. If you're catching on the replay, thank you so much. If you're new and you're here, you're hanging with us, awesome. Let's say what's up to everyone that is hanging with us. We got Evan from Pop Culture 33 is in the house. We got Robert Rakes the cut. We got Jay Manley. We got James Paris is in the house. We got Ralph is in the house. We got Leonore is in the house. Oh man, what are you doing? You throwing this your
Every
peace
time you
sign?
say someone, I'm doing that.
Oh, nice. We got David McGuire's
David.
in the house.
4K lowdown.
There you go. That's what I got right now. And then, of course, if you catch you coming in late, say what's up on the channel, and then we'll say what's up. So, all right. So let's get into it because we got some fun stuff. Okay. So we're gonna be giving away some stuff later tonight. Also, let's plug in some stuff. Okay. Some quick shameless plug in the beginning. This is how you always do it. All right, first things first, if you guys have not checked out, Roadhouse came out for Vinegar Syndrome. Is the first time ever in 4K. If you guys are thinking of picking it up, it's a very limited edition run, I believe. This is the Ultra Collector's Edition. If you want to check it out, I did an unboxing. I'm starting to do a lot of unboxing, getting behind the camera, doing some more of this stuff. So check it out. Have fun with it. It's actually pretty cool. So if you have a time after the show, check it out. It's pretty short. It's like 5 or 6 minutes. Have fun with that. Coming up this week for the Action Movie Guys podcast, I'll let Nate take it away on this one. What's coming up, buddy?
Yes. This week we got a couple of certified. I was gonna say bangers, but we don't know yet because we haven't reviewed them. We got a couple of certified action movies. First up in our franchise review, we're coming right along on the Resident Evil. We're reaching the halfway point. This is the 3rd out of 6. Resident Evil Extinction, or as I called it on last week's episode, the tan one, right? Yeah. Apocalypse is the blue one. This one is the tan. Just look at that poster. It's orange, it's tan, it's brown. And then with our a new month, where we're 1 week behind, but that's okay. With a new month comes a new topic. And the topic for this month is video game movies. So action movies inspired by video games. This week, we're going to be doing a little Need for Speed, starring Aaron Paul and a couple other people who are kind of surprising that they were in this. Can't wait to talk about it. So those are going to be our next 2 this week.
Yeah, I never saw. I never seen Need for Speed. No, I'm gonna see that tomorrow.
There's actors in it that when you see them, you're gonna be like, "What the heck? Why are they in this movie?" That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Like I'm talking Oscar nominated and Oscar winners in this movie. I'm not even lying.
Well, there you have it, folks. If you guys want to check out our backlog, all you have to do is scan that QR code, and it takes you right to our entire catalog of Action Movie Guys. So I'll put up the QR code throughout the live show, so you guys can scan away and have fun with that. Again, let's have some fun. Let's start it off with The Grinch, okay? From 1966. We're going to bring up some box office numbers for these films. So if you guys have not checked it out, this is a 26-minute film. I was kind of shocked when I saw this, but with that said, let's check it out. So first things first, the box office had none. This had pretty much nothing.
It was a TV. It was a TV special. That's
this had nothing. But the Rotten Tomato scores, critics 100%. And the audience gave it 95%. I don't know who the other 5 are. They're Grinches themselves.
Weirdos.
But it's weird. Nate, what did you think of these Rotten Tomato scores?
Not surprising. Not surprising. Sometimes, you get these, and especially because it's a cartoon. It's, the word classic gets thrown around a lot with a lot of stuff. but this is certified, right? I mean, this is a certified classic. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows of it. I'm not surprised with the Rotten Tomato scores at all.
Okay. I'm not. I mean, it's an old classic film. So to me, I'm like, okay. I mean, these numbers don't shock me. They don't shock me.
No.
Okay. I don't get shocked that easy. But the next one shocked me a lot. I was so shocked. I said, oh my God. Here we go. This is the Ron Howard, Jim Carrey collaboration.
Live action.
Yeah, they came together for once, and I said, "Oh my God, can this be something?" Sake bleh. Check this out. Here we go. Box office 345.1 million. If you do inflation, it's pretty high. It's kind of successful. Rotten Tomatoes. The critics give it a 49%. The audience a 56%. Nate, what happened here between the 1966 version and the 2000 version?
Well, we're gonna get more in depth with what happened, I think, when we talk about the movies. This one, I agree with you. I was not surprised at the box office. I knew it did well. Oh, by the way, Harrison and Jimmy have joined. What's up?
Oh,
fellas?
hey, what's up, guys?
I was, like you, probably very surprised, specifically with the audience score for this movie, because I kid you not, every single person I know likes this movie, likes this version of this movie. I don't know, I have things that I'm gonna say about it. But I know, my friends, my family, my cousins, my coworkers, they all like this. So when I saw 56 for audience, I was surprised, to be honest. I was not that surprised with the critic score, though, personally.
I mean, I was kind of shocked because I was like, well, the other one's 100. What's this one? And it got shot down by like 51
50%.
points. It's like, geez. So anyway, so they decided to come out with another one. Okay, they were like, oh my God, we got to make another one. This time we're gonna do a little digital film version, like an anime, right? For those of you out there that are into the anime, so they decided to do an anime version. They decided to change voices. Now we're going with some Cumberpatch. Your boy Doctor Strange is the voice of
Benedict
Cumberbuns. So with this one, I was kind of shocked also. But box office, of course, is going to do well because this is where we are now. $512.9 million. Rotten Tomatoes. Critics gave it a 59%. An audience a 51%. Now, this is lower. The audience is lower than the Jim Carrey. Okay?
Yeah.
But the critics liked it more than the Jim Carrey. So, Nate, what do you think?
This one is the most surprising because I saw this when it came out. I actually reviewed this on my podcast, my old podcast when it came out. Matter of fact, shout out to Beckish, Patreon member and member of the chat. She actually came on my show and reviewed it with me because she loves the Jim Carrey one. So we went to watch this version. And to be honest with you, I'm surprised that the audience score is higher than the Ron Howard one. I'm not surprised with the box office. This was Illumination. And it's a super popular, the original has the 100 and the 95. It's a super popular property, right? Like The Grinch, Dr. Seuss. So the box office is not surprising on any of them. That audience score, from what I've seen, I'm not surprised. But the critic score, I'm surprised that it's higher.
I mean, look, I'm surprised too, but let's start talking about it, right?
This is a crazy. It's
It's very crazy because I want to sit down and talk about it because it's time to talk about this movie. Okay, we could do it any way you want to go. You want to go from the 18 down to 1966, or you want to go 66 to 2018?
No. Let's start with the original.
All right, so here we go.
Yeah.
Here you go. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 1966. Bar Karloff did the voice of the Grinch, and all right, Nate. So what did you think about it when you watched it? What did you think?
Look, there's absolutely, I'm not even lying. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this movie. First of all, it's only 26 minutes. If you can't sit through a 26-minute movie, something's up with you. I don't know what to tell you. It's short, and the reason it's so perfect is because it is a very faithful adaptation of the book, right? Like this is based on a children's book. First of all, this is a children's book. Let's just say what it is. This book is for little kids. It's for little kids. Dr. Seuss is for little kids. He makes rhymes and who's it's and what's it's and wigglesworths and all this kind of weird words that he says. And everything is, curved and everything has a visual style. Hand-drawn animation, 2D animation is perfect to adapt a Dr. Seuss story. So that's number one. Great adaptation. Perfect. Number two, iconic song, right? Like the Grinch song, amazing. Amazing. Even still now, they play it on the radio stations. If you have the
Oh
radio
yeah.
stations near you that play Christmas music all the time, this one, they play it all the time. Okay? So that's number two, iconic song, great voice cast. There's no fluff, there's no filler, there's no nothing. Like, it is just a straight adaptation, and I think there's nothing wrong with it. I have no negatives. I can't even say anything bad. Really, like, what am I going to say bad? It's good animation, good story. It's classic.
You know, I agree with you. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I can understand why it's 100%. I mean, I mean, whoever the audience is that gave this thing, you guys are crazy. But
What weirdo said this? I don't like this.
yeah, they're dumbasses. But look, other than that, like, I didn't see nothing wrong. I enjoyed the Grinch. I liked it a lot. Even growing up, it's kind of weird because I thought the film was longer. And the damn thing was 26 minutes, and I started laughing. I was like, "This is weird shit," but I liked it. I thought the music, the score is so awesome. I love it. Even the little Whoville singing and Who Down and all
Christmas
that
song.
Christmas song, Who Dat and all that. And I was like, "Oh, this is actually pretty cool." Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with it. You guys let us know what your 1966, like, what did you think of the 1960s? I should have said that first. I should have opened it up with that. But with that said, I know a lot of people chimed in, so we're gonna get to you guys right now. But other than that, this is a solid 10 for me. I'm gonna do the Nate rating here for the redo.
Nate rating. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a solid 10.
Yeah, and it's one of those 10s, like, you do have to grade it on a scale. Like, this is a short film. It's not like a full-length feature. It's 26 minutes, but when something's perfect as it is, it's perfect. So I also give it a 10. I have no issues with it at all.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna go a little bit back. All right, so Ralph said, "What about the York peppermint patty commercials during the Grinch?" Okay, all right.
I only saw this on Now. I didn't see it on TV.
Yeah, I didn't see it on TV, and yeah, so he's talking about the tube TV. Classic. Harrison said, "My man Boris Karloff kills it as the Grinch." We all agree with that. Of course, Robert makes a cuss. I remember those. He remembers everything. Robert remembers that. He likes it, I bet. He might have a York peppermint patty coin in his house. He might have it. Let's see what else we got.
He has an original York peppermint patty just turned into a coin because it's so old. It's just hard now.
like John Hammond's mosquito in the cane.
Yeah, it's just hard and it's a fossil. That's what
that would be funny. Oh man. Here we go. Let's see. Jimmy's here. He's a Europe. James said both of these are great, and I really enjoy them both fully. All right. So Jose said this movie is good as well, and I'm trying to get to everybody. So let's see. Evan says supposedly Jim Carrey. Okay, I'll go to Evan's quote once we get to the Jim Carrey one. Ralph said, "Believe it or not, I saw a trailer to the horror-themed version of The Grinch." Who saw that? Oh, you always gotta bring horror to something.
I saw that trailer. It looked horror. I heard it's absolutely horror. It looks like a $10 horror movie. I'll never.
Caca, right? It looks mad doo doo.
Yeah. It's awful.
I think other than that, I think I got everybody. Right? Jay Manley said, "I had the book as a kid. I love the OG and sang the song. It's a tradition to watch every Christmas." Yeah, for 26 minutes, I can do that too.
Each version is a different take, and he enjoys all three of them.
Okay. That's not bad.
Fair.
Yeah.
No.
It's not bad.
Stephanie's here.
Stephanie's in the house. Alrighty. So everyone gave it 10s across the board here. All right.
Evan said, "Grew up with it. Love it." 10. David McGuire gave it a 10. Jose gave it a 10.
There we
4K
go.
Lowdown, David. It's a classic. Great watch for the whole family. I think you read that. Must watch during Xmas. Grinch and Elf are my go-tos. That's Jimmy. And that's it.
All right. Here we go. So let's get to the 2000s.
We got some other fish to fry here.
Listen, we're going to talk about 2000 because Ron Howard said, "Wait, we're not going to do animation. We're going to go live, baby. We're going live." And they said, "Who can we cast?" Well, they decided to get the hottest actor at that time. You got the Jim Carrey.
Biggest comedic actor of his generation.
Yep. So you got yourself the Jim Carrey, right? So, all right, what is that changing?
Jay gave it a 10, and Robert gives this a 10 plus, and James gives it a 10.
Oh,
the cartoon, yeah.
All right, it's not changing posters, but I have the poster. But anyway, it'll change maybe during the thing. Yeah. So Jim Carrey plays him. So what did you think of it?
Okay, here we go. So I have a interesting relationship with this film. I actually
There
did
we go.
not. So I love Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
Full disclosure, he is my favorite comedic actor of all time. Of all time, I grew up with his movies. I saw Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber. Like I saw these movies in the theater when I was 7 years old, 8 years old. Liar, Liar. So I love him. I actually did not grow up with this movie because this movie came out when I was 13. And at that point, I wasn't really watching as much movies like this. Like I was a little too old from like my mom to take me to these movies, and my grandma who started taking me to the movies, she didn't watch this crap. Like she wanted to watch action movies and stuff like that. So I didn't come. Hey, Beckish is here. Hello, Beckish.
Hey, Bex.
She's just in time for her favorite one. So I didn't grow up with this movie, right? I've only really saw it as an adult. There are some things that I love in this movie, and there are some things that I do not love in this movie. One, Jim Carrey, amazing. Like literally, first of all, it doesn't even really look like him. Like the makeup, they did such a good job with the makeup that he just looks like the Grinch. And you know he looks exactly like him because at the end, or not in the end, in the middle, like when they're doing the flashback to when he's a little kid, they look exactly the same, even though it's like a little actor that's playing him. So it doesn't really look like him. He really transformed into the character. He's hilarious. He has some of the great lines. You know that little gif you texted me. All the scenes, like the scene where he's going through his calendar and like his planner and what he has going on.
Oh, that's my
and,
shit. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Like it's legitimately funny when he's on screen. My issue is when he's not on screen. This movie doesn't really work for me that much. For one, me and you just talked about this is based off of a kid's book that's like, I don't know, 20 pages, right?
Yeah.
That original cartoon covers the whole thing and it's 26 minutes, and this movie's an hour and 45 minutes. So they had to make up and add a whole bunch of other stuff, right? For me, I think this movie would have worked better if they just went with the original story and maybe stretched things out. Like maybe where he's stealing Christmas. Yeah, like make that a set of funny sort of things where because all the stuff with the townspeople and they're the guy hates him and they made fun of him when he was growing up, and they were, it's like, why did they need an explanation of why he's they try to give an explanation as to why he is how he is, and I didn't buy it. And then they invite him in and they want him to be the king of the Christmas or whatever. And then and I'm like, what is this? I don't like any of that. And to be honest with you, Ron Howard's direction, questionable. It's questionable. There's some like some really weird editing choices in this. The cinematography is like, it's like zany. It's a little, I don't know. It's weird. This movie's weird, to be honest with you. It's a weird movie.
Well,
I will say though, before I let you go, I'm sorry. I also find impressive the physical sets. That they build this town. I think the production values are really great. The makeup is great. Rick Baker did it. I like the song, the new song that they added for it, that "Where Are You" Christmas song. That's cute. And then Jim Carrey does a version of the original song, which is fine. It's not as good as the original, but it's fine. So I love him, and I love him in it, and I love the movie when he's on the screen. And when he's not, I'm just not that into it, to be honest.
Well, I'll say this though. I mean, actually, I grew up with the movie, so I mean, I liked it. I liked it. Rewatching it again, I mean, it's one of my go-tos. It's just a hilarious movie. Now, I do understand what you're saying though, because throughout the movie, it's kind of fluffy fluff with the little girl, and she's going to interview everybody for the Grinch, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, right? But you're right. I mean, there's parts. Jim Carrey does steal the show, and I'm telling you, I think the best parts is when he's in the cave with Max. Because the
best.
It is one of the it's one of the most funny scenes, especially when he goes, "I have to check my my voicemail," and he clicks it on, and he goes, "If you dare leave something, I would hunt you down and cut you like a fish. Leave a message after the beep." Boop. So I told my wife I was gonna record that and put it as my voice message. So whenever the teachers for my kids call, she said, "Don't do that. They'll take away all the kids." That shit would be too funny.
You'll scare them.
Yeah, I will scare them. They'll call child services for real. But there's a lot of memorable moments. I thought it was cool. What's her name? Her falling in love with the Grinch was kind of weird. I
weird.
thought that was weird.
Like, what is this?
Ron Howard's brother was funny though.
Oh, Clint,
he was mad funny. The mayor of the town was annoying.
Jeffrey Tambor.
I did like the little
his
girl,
wife.
Lucy Lucy Luhu, Woohoo,
Oh no,
whatever.
Cindy Lou Who, yeah, played by
Yeah.
Taylor Momsen, who grew up to be like a rock. She's like a rock singer.
Oh yeah, she was.
in a
I
rock
liked
band.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, she was cute, but like in the original, she's got like 2 lines and she's in one scene, and then they like stretched her out, and her weird dad, who's like a mailman.
Yeah.
They all look scary, like they all look weird.
I did like the "I Like You Christmas." I thought that's a real song. I thought they didn't make it up for the movie. I had to look it
Where
up.
Are You Christmas?
Yeah, that's a real
Yeah, I don't know.
Christmas song.
It's a good song though. I liked it. I think
Yeah.
Evan didn't like it according to his notes, but I liked it.
I don't know. I mean, look, as a whole, I enjoyed it. I mean, I will give this movie a 9.5 on my Richter scale. I liked it. Thought it was good.
For me, this has always been. So every time my friends talk about it, I just nod and smile. This because it's like I don't necessarily feel the same way. I think there's more positive than negative. I just have a lot of issues with it. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Like it's fine. I own it mostly for the Jim Carrey factor. But man, does this movie suck every time he's not? Like it sucks. I don't care about the mom putting up her lights, and the other mom has a machine gun that puts up lights like a machine gun, and then the
That's
kid is
cool.
horrifying. No, it's not. But it's not the Grinch. It's nothing to do with anything. It's just filler. And
It's just
this movie's
showing
just
you
full
that
of
the
filler.
town is very Christmassy. Like
Yeah,
that's
but they're not. But they're not because right at the end, like they're evil. Like the mayor's evil, and it's like okay.
Well, they're trying to give him more
there's no evil.
personality. That's the only
I don't
difference.
like that though. Like the point of the Grinch is that he hates Christmas because his heart's too small. He wants to steal it. He steals it from them, and they still have Christmas spirit, and it just makes his heart grow, and he loves it. Here, it's like they treated him bad. They're the ones who made him mad, and then they're kind of still bad. And it's like it didn't work for me as much. 6 out of 10.
You have a small heart, man.
I have a big heart. I have a big brain, and there's a lot of issues with this movie, and they bother me.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we
But
got
I'm glad
here.
you love it. I'm glad most people love it. I know Becca's gonna get mad at me. I'm sure she's gonna punch me next time she sees me, but I hope she doesn't.
All right, here we go. So Evans Pop Culture 32 said, "Look, Jim Carrey was great, but the script was lackluster. I don't know how. I do not like how the story played out. Needed to make a full length film with issues. Was the issue? What you
that
said?
was the issue,
The
yeah.
song. The song was annoying. What song? The dog was
guessing he
amazing.
means-
Max was good.
Max is great.
Now, let me go up, and I know he said something that I said I'll go back and read it. He says supposedly Jim Carrey went through some military training to get into the makeup. It was a terrible process. I did see an interview with Jim Carrey talking about it. He said that he could not he was going to quit the day of filming because of the makeup, and they had to hire someone to like train his mind.
Hypnotize him.
Yeah, not hypnotize him, like basically like a covert operation. Like this dude had to like train his mind to be the Grinch. Some sick shit.
Well, it worked because he knocks it out the park. He was Golden Globe nominated for this, by the way.
course.
So it's like the performance is great.
Yeah.
It's just the rest is.
Hey, what's up, Jerry?
Jerry,
but
what's up?
I mean, look,
Scott's here.
I know you didn't like. I liked it.
I like it.
No, you
but
hate
just
it.
like
You hate it.
No. If I hated it, it would be getting a fat 3. Not
It
a
is a
6.
3 in
but
your heart.
I like it. I just don't like it as much as everyone else.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get to the 2018. Okay, because we have one more to talk about. Because you decided to throw a 3 bunch here. Oh, I
Yeah.
see how this is gonna. There we go.
This
Bam.
is redo, or redo.
We do. All right, so the Grinch from the 2018, they decided to go animated. They decided, wait, actors are going to quit if we got to put their asses through what Jim Carrey had to go through. They said, no, let's animate it. Let's get Cumberbatch to do the voice. Now, what did you think of this version of the movie? You know what? I'll go first because you went first on the first two. Yeah, this movie sucked ass.
Fair enough.
Look, I did not like this version of the cartoon, to be really honest with you. They way too modernized this movie. Way too modern. And I think that's where I had a problem with the movie. Everything, I know they try to bring a lot of music from the newer times with the Christmas songs and everything. But I don't know. First of all, I don't get why they decided to change a lot of the storyline, because the storyline was changed from.
Again,
I mean, it's the same
from all of
Grinch
them.
story, but they
Yeah.
changed the story throughout all of them, and I didn't like it. Cumberpatch as the Grinch sucked. He had no charisma for me. He was dry as a dry ice or dry chicken. I like to call it. I didn't like Cumberpatch. I thought Ballas Call-Off should have did the voice again. They should have got him from the grave.
Dead. AI, do like
AI
AI voice?
version of Ballas Call-Off,
Yeah.
because man, I didn't like Cumberpatch's voice as the Grinch. The animation was cool.
Yeah.
I'll say that. The animation was great. The storyline was very weird and lackluster for me. I mean, I bet a lot of people are going to like it down there, but it was not. I didn't like it. This is my least favorite out of the three, to be honest. I give it
Yes.
a 4 out of a 10.
Yeah. So one thing I like about this movie is, like you said, I think the animation works. I think that art style works. I think it looks like
Mhm.
what modern animation is for Dr. Seuss. It works. It looks fine. I have no problems with it. Illuminations, they do this style really
Yeah.
well. Despicable Me, this Secret Life of Pets, like they all look kind of similar, but they have their own look, and it works. Like, look at the poster. That it's a good interpretation.
Yeah.
I also like that all three of these movies are in different styles. You have 2D animation, classic, then you have full live action, and then you have CG animation. So they're all different enough, and that's why I wanted to do all three. With that being said, I'm in the boat with you, my friend. I'm in the boat, and I got the other oar, and we're rowing this thing because this movie's not good. I do not like this movie. I do not like it at all. I don't know. So I'm gonna steal from my cousin and my number one best friend, Beckish, when she was on my podcast. She said, because she loves the Jim Carrey one, and she said that this movie is like when you get a Christmas present and you're really excited, right? Because you know you love the Grinch, and you're like, oh, it's Christmas. I got a present. It's a big box. Let me open this box. And when you open it, inside is a brown Christmas sweater. Like a really horrible, boring brown Christmas sweater that
Yeah.
nobody wants. Who asked for that? Who asked for a brown sweater? This movie's a brown sweater. Like, what? Who? I get it. It made a lot of money. And not only did it make a lot of money, it made a ton of money because it also sold like a crap ton on video. It was like Universal's. They're only the Jurassic World. Yeah, only Jurassic World Fallen King. The second one was their only one that made more money than this in total that year. So like this was massive for them. But like, who asked for this? I didn't need another one, to be honest with you. I agree with you. The story, they change it, but it's not for the better. Nothing in this is better than in any other version of it. Max is cute. The animation's cute. You know, I think I will say the Who's look better animated than they do live action because I think they're horrifying in live action. But those are like very faint praise. Benedict Cumberbuns. Yeah, Cumberbatch. He's like Cumberbuns. What's that thing that you wear when you go to prom? It's like a cummerbund. Benedict Cumberbuns. I like him. I like him as an actor. But he had potential to do this well, but the performance was kind of stiff. I mean, it was a little too dry.
Yeah.
Like both of the other versions, even the original animated and Carrie, they have way more personality. Now they're bad, but they have personality. You know, this was kind of dry and bland, and like he goes to the grocery store. I never want to see the Grinch go to the grocery store. Like that's the modernization that you're talking about. Like what is this? What is this? I don't love it. Rev is here. He loves the Grunch. So yeah, this is the Grunch. This version, I give this one like a 3. I don't really like it. It's not for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna see this crap again. It is just horrible.
No.
I'd rather see the Jim Carrey and the original. I mean, I'll see them
I had
anyway.
to stream this one because I own the other two at least. This one I don't even have. I had to go out of my way to find it. It was very annoying.
This is the Hulu. I saw it on Hulu for free. I was not gonna pay for this one.
I had to Google where is this, and it was on Hulu. And
this movie is so weak.
I think kids like it. I gotta ask my niece. I don't know if she's seen it. You know, we are two grown men.
Yeah.
You have kids. I don't have kids, but we also at least grew up with the other ones and have seen them a lot. And this one doesn't work.
Well, even my kids. I mean, well, then again, my kids don't even pay attention to. I could put except cars, planes. That's like the only thing they watch for some reason. So they don't gravitate for these things. But yeah, this one was stale, very stale, very stale. I didn't like it at all. But yeah, let me just blow this up. But all right, so the main question to the show is.
Oh wait, hold on. Before we go on, let me
read everyone's stuff.
Read a couple of
stuff.
comments. So, Rob's talking about meeting people at conventions. Scott, he came in a little late. What's up, Scott? I enjoyed this one for the. This is back to the Jim Carrey one. He enjoys the Jim Carrey one for Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey in makeup. Jerry's here. What's up, Jerry? And also nostalgia because this came out in my childhood sweet spot. That was Scott. Tom Cruise is talking. I mean, Robert's talking about meeting Tom Cruise. Jay says it was a Grinch origin movie. I think he's talking about the Jim Carrey one again. What did y'all say about the new one? Okay, here we go. Scott, 2018, definitely the weakest Grinch film of the three. Agree. Jimmy gives this a 9 out of 75. And then, but Benedict Cumberbatch voiced him, so I'll let it go. That was Lenore. Ralph said, I did not see this one. Jose gives this one a 7. He's the only one who really liked it. Evan says, I like this one better than the Jim Carrey one, but it's still not good. 5 out of 10. Yeah, you're not on the same boat there. I mean, this ain't good either. You're right, but the other one's better. I want to see the horror Grinch, Lenore says. David McGuire gives this a fat 5. James said, I never finished this one, which seemed boring. That's probably why I didn't finish it. Good. You missed nothing by not finishing it. Trust me. Robert has not seen this version. Stephanie, who loves animation, if you remember at the Geekies, gave away our animation award a 4.5 out of, I'm thinking 10, not, because she gave the other one a 10. Yeah, 4.5. It got to be. There's no way she's giving this a 4.5 out of 5. Rev loves the Grunch. Evan said, I heard they want to do for the parks and sell toys because they didn't have the rights to Dr. Seuss original animation. Okay. Or origami original. I don't know. Rev said this version is this version is cheeks. He does not like it. And then hey, everyone's saying hi to Rev. Jay said this one is stale. Evan says Rev is the Avatar fan. And then Rev says kids hate it too. So there we go. We have an answer. His little girl does not like it, but she does love the Jim Carrey version. And Jay gives this a 3.
All right, 10. I put a poll up. Just hit the poll. I put redo or redon't, and then I put the 1966, 2000, and 2018. Just pick the one that you guys gonna go with.
So let's go through our normal questions here. Which version of the Grinch do you think is the best interpretation of the Grinch across the 3 movies?
Okay, see, it's hard because I do enjoy the Jim Carrey because he brought it to life. But again, how can I say which is better because the Grinch is a cartoon and it's a book, so I can't say which one, But I will go with the 66 because he was mad evil in that one. He was really evil. In 66, he was evil. So I'll go with 66.
And with no explanation either. Yeah. His heart's small or his shoes are too tight. Those are the only options.
When he's chewing the Razor Ramon toothpick, I was like, okay.
Oh,
I was like,
you're evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that Grinch, the reason I like him is because, like I said, he's only evil because his shoes are tight or he has a small heart. Ain't because he was adopted by some crazy ladies and because he ate a plate when he was little and because the townsfolk were mean to him and all that. I don't need it. He's just bad, and he hates Christmas, and he wants to steal everything. He told that little girl, she's 2 years old, and he said, I'm stealing your tree because it's messed up. And then he stole it, and he put her back to bed with a drink. He's a gangster. I love the original Grinch. I do love the Jim Carrey version. It's different, but I'll go with 66 just because it is the purest. I feel like it's the Grinch in his purest form.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's not far behind. I thought he did a fantastic job of, with what they gave him. And Cumberbatch is not even close to the worst by far. So there's not really much else to compare because they all are kind of similar. Like the original shorter, it sticks to the exact story. So we won't go into how every other redo we don't. There's all these other characters we could talk about. There's not. Yeah. There's the Who's, but there's none of them are important except
Lucy Lou Who.
Lucy. Cindy Lou Who.
Oh,
and
Cindy.
she's I guess in the live action, she's the best, but she has a bigger role in that one. You know, she just wants the Grinch to be happy.
I agree, but I would say I would. I mean, if I had to go between the original cartoon, I would go with the Cindy Lou Who. She was more heartfelt.
I liked her.
Grinch.
She wants him to have a happy Christmas as well.
Yeah,
and I could get with that. I can't get mad at that.
Yeah. Which ending did you think suck ass? I thought the 2018 was really bad.
The worst. Yeah, that's the worst by far.
Yeah, that was really bad. Let's see. James said I went with 2000, but that's because I feel 66 is more of a TV special and less than a movie. You know, that's actually a pretty good. That's pretty good something to say. That's true. It was more of a TV special at the time.
So it's an adaptation of the story, and in that regard, yeah, it's a short film. It's still a movie. It's not a I guess it's a TV movie though. Well, but that's a fair assessment.
Well, there you have it. 66 won with 83%. 2000 by 16% came right after, and then of course Cumberbatch was 0. That thing was horrible.
Not a single vote.
Yeah. Scott said when Jim Carrey cast Mask as Rudolph, I laughed so hard every time. Here's your motivation for Rudolph: freak of the red nose, and nobody likes you, and then one day Santa walks up to you and you say Christmas. It gets me all the time. Every time.
Yeah, great. Jim Carrey's great.
Yeah, he is.
Darth Sands is here. What's up? And he says, or she, at least this was better than How the Grinch Stole Halloween. Well, I didn't see that one.
I never seen those. Yeah, but it could be doo-doo. That could be
Rev
doo-doo.
wants to know if you want a digital code. Rev, we're gonna give some away.
We're gonna give some away.
So we might. I don't know.
You know, it's you know what? Because I know you saw movies. I know I saw movies this week, and I know a lot of people saw movies this week. So you know what? You know we finished. We pretty much finished. Redo or redon't.
We gotta say if it was worth it. I'm gonna say the 2000 version. I'm fine with it as a redo. I would say yes, redo. Live action, taking it to a new medium. Jim Carrey's performance. I do think it's worth it. And 2018 is a hard redon't. A redo not.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's my votes for each one.
I agree with you. I think Jim Carrey was a redo, and I agree. Redon't on the last cartoon. That was kind of doo-doo. That was horrible. But with that said, you know what? We're pretty much done with the show, but we're not leaving. We're not leaving. You know why? Because we're going to throw up in a segment that I always love to do, and that is...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I shot it 6 times.
What have we been watching?
You're going to need a bigger boat.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
The power of Christ compels you.
I'd like to have a calm discussion on this topic. You think we can manage that?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're pretty much done with redo or redon't. We already told you guys the outcome of that. Right now, we're going to talk about the stuff that we've been watching through the week. So you could put down in the chat what movies or TV shows you guys have been watching. We're going to talk about them all together here. Nate, I know you've been watching a lot of shit. You saw the 80s for Brady's, huh?
Man, so... No, I don't know what that is. I still don't know what that is. Y'all keep posting that, and I have no idea. I've never even heard of it until Scott found it. So and I saw when Scott found it that Rob liked the post. So either Scott or Rob is really looking forward to this because I've never even heard of it. But maybe they'll let us know how it is in the chat.
Maybe.
The 80s for Brady's. Now, okay, besides the podcast, we haven't recorded in 2 weeks. So I'll just go over what I watched in the theater in the last 2 weeks. Dang, what did I watch since the last time we recorded? You're right. I feel like I watched a lot of stuff. I don't even remember everything. All right. I saw I think I didn't talk about any of these on this show. Did I talk about The Glass Onion on the show? Did I say that I saw that? I don't think so, right? All right. I'll just go through the last 5 real quick. Like these are like going to be quick hitters. Glass Onion. I saw it at the theater. That comes out to Netflix on the 23rd of December or 22. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. Fantastic. If you like Knives Out, I thought this was great. This is more comedic than Knives Out. And Knives Out was funny, but this is like leans into the comedy more. But the mystery is still well done, well told. Story was really well done. Great cast again. I mean, I wouldn't put them at like the level of the first movie, but like they're still really, really good and full of people. You know, I gave that a 9 out of 10. I thought it was really fantastic. Then I saw The Fablemans, which is the new Steven Spielberg film. Really personal film. It didn't make any money. I can see why. Like, this is not like a
Blockbuster.
No. Yeah, it's not that movie. It's like you could tell it's very personal. It's pretty much like a story of his life growing up. Obviously, the names are different, but like the overall story is the same as his if you're familiar with like his life. The performances are amazing. Michelle Williams is definitely going to get awards or at least nominations. I didn't see the Golden Globes. I'm going to guess she was nominated. She's definitely going to get nominated for an Oscar. Paul Dano was great. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't put it in the top tier because it's not the type of movie that I love that he does, but it's still really good. I did give it an 8 out of 10. Then I saw She Said. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this. This is the Harvey Weinstein movie. It was okay. I do like these like journalist type movies where they're trying to like, you know, come up with this story and stuff. My problem with it is it's too recent. Like this story is too fresh and it's still going on. Like he's on trial right now in LA that I think it needed some time. I think if they made this movie in 10 years, then people can look back and be like, what? Like that happened? That's crazy. Whereas now we're still living it. So it didn't work as good, but the performances are good. 6 out of 10. Then I saw Violent Night. Alex, let me tell you something. You're gonna like this movie. You're gonna like this movie. We're either gonna have to do an action movie podcast on it, or we're gonna have to add it for a Christmas. Listen, it's violent. It's violent. This manages to be both an actual Christmas movie and an actual action movie. David Leitch and his production company is behind it. They're the producers. And the fight scenes get progressively more violent as the movie goes on. Like there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of killing. David Harbour is awesome as Santa Claus, and yet it still has this like sweet Christmas like spirit about it. Yeah, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. It's a good fun movie. I'd put it up there with Fat Man as far as like R-rated Santa Claus movies. Worth it. 8 out of 10. And then most recently, just last night, I saw a movie called Devotion. Caught me off guard. Nobody's talking about this movie. Nobody on Instagram. Nobody, like none of my friends have seen it. I went to the theater. There's about 2 people in there, me and one other person, and I absolutely loved it. I think Jonathan Majors is fantastic. This has flight scenes. It takes place during the Korean War, like in the 50s, early 50s. The flight scenes, honestly, they rival anything like Top Gun Maverick. It's different style of planes, you know, because they're older.
Yeah.
But like the cinematography on them, the way they filmed it, I wouldn't say it's as thrilling because they're not jets that are going a million miles an hour, but they're really well done. Great dramatic story, a true story as well. Fantastic performance. I gave it a 9. It caught me off guard. I really loved it. I thought it was great. So those are the last 5 I saw at the theater.
I saw a few stuff because I'm mostly like on the computer doing stuff, like trying to get some stuff done. But I saw Tropic Thunder on 4K for the first time. Not saying I saw Tropic Thunder already. I mean, in terms of the 4K transfer, I got to see it again. I love that movie. Oh my god, that movie is so stupid and funny. I can't.
I love it.
Robert Downey Jr. should have won something because he was
nominated for a Golden Globe. He was great in that movie.
Yeah, he was so funny. My favorite scene is when he's trying to get the map from him.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey man," he goes, "You look more like Rambo 2, all jacked." He goes, "Remember Rambo 1? He was all soft and pudgy." He goes, "In Rambo 2, he's all shredded and cut. Tell me, man." He goes, "How did you do it? What's your regimen? What did you eat?" He goes, "Oh man." He goes, "I did." He goes, "Yeah, good. Give me the goddamn map."
You don't love my favorite. You don't love Simple Jack. Remember Simple Jack?
Oh yeah.
My head movies make my eyes rain.
Yeah,
I love
I
that
could call that
movie.
movie all day. And then of course,
so good.
Jack Black is funny too. He goes,
Oh, he's
"You
so funny.
have to tie me to the tree. That is the mother load of drugs. I will do
Yes.
it. I will blow
my
the mission."
Bro, he's amazing. That cast is amazing.
Yeah,
And Tom
yeah,
Cruise
yeah.
like almost steals the movie.
Okay, so I saw that movie. Amazing in 4K. Looked great. Then I saw Punisher Warzone because I got the Steelbook and I finally opened and checked it out. Great on 4K. I liked it, loved it. It's one of my favorite Punisher movies. I know we haven't done it yet for the action movie guys, like all of them. So I would like to go through them one by one, but I like that version. It's mad gritty and bloody
Very
and
comic booky.
Yeah, very Punisher, like accurate in terms of like bloody he is to the comics, but loved it a lot. What else did I get to see? I finished all the Star Trek Discoveries, so now I catch up when the new series come out. So I was happy with that. I got the new Steelbook of that. I think that's pretty much it. And then of course the stuff for the action movies and all that. Oh, I saw Wednesday. That's the one I saw.
I watched 2 episodes of it and I never went back to it.
All right, so I'll say this quick because I want to I want to go to this people's stuff. I liked it. This is why I liked it. You know why? This is why I liked it. It's funny because I told my cousin, I was like, it was stupid. He got all like offended. I started laughing because I was like, I did actually liked it. So it reminded me of a Harry Potter, dark Harry Potter, because she goes to school and then she's doing them. She's like a Sherlock Holmes in this school. Yeah. So I loved it. I was like, man, this is pretty cool. This is my only gripe. And then we'll get to the peoples. I hated the guy who plays freaking Gomez.
Guzman?
He is horrible as my man Raul Julia's counterpart. I'm just telling you right now, Raul Julia, he would have been my boy. And then Captain Zeta-Jones acted more like Lily from the Munsters than Morticia. You know how Morticia is all sad and mopey and she's very morbid? This when she's smiling and talking, and I said, this is not the Morticia that we know and we grew up with. So I wasn't all cool with that. But Wednesday Addams, she stole the show. But I'm getting so tired of it, and I'm gonna tell people out there, stop with the stupid Wednesday dance and all this and all the stupid dancing. Dude, that shit's annoying. I see Jenna Ortega everywhere I fucking go. When you go on Instagram, it's Jenna Ortega. Yeah. Or you hit the videos on Instagram, it's all the stupid Wednesday dance. The ooh. And I'm like,
she had a big year. She had a big year. I mean, between X and Scream and then this, and she's blowing up.
Yeah, but that's how you get, that's how you get people tired of stuff. Like now I don't even want to see the damn show again. I'm so tired looking at her face. Same thing with anything with superhero. Everyone just milks it to the point that you just hate the damn projects. I'm just like tired of it. But anyway, let's see what the people got to say.
We'll start with Rev. I think he was the first one to go. He said, I watched Avatar twice in the last 3 days. Oof. He said the movie was great. Okay. Well, James said, we're going to be covering it in like 2 weeks.
We are. So,
James been watching some TV. He watched Yellowstone, super late to the party, but it's amazing. Jose has been watching Cabinet of Curiosities. Rev also watched Hidden Fortress last night. More fire. Harrison, Great British Baking Show, Mystery of the Wax Museum, Star Trek: The Next Generation. That's a very Harrison lineup. Of
the reason why it was Mystery of the Wax Museum, well, we'll just plug it in now, is because I sat down on his podcast and we both reviewed a Mystery of the Wax Museum from 1933. And so that's the reason why he saw it. First time watch for him too.
All right. So you guys both got that one as well. Yeah. Robert, I watched the first episode of Tulsa King. Very entertaining. Rev said, gonna watch some Braveheart tonight. I heard it was good. Gotta check it out. Okay.
It's like his favorite movie, isn't it? Like one of his favorite movies
of all time.
Yeah.
Heard it was good. Jimmy says he watched Wednesday, the show, and Nope 4 times because he kept falling asleep. So he watched it in 4 parts.
Who?
Jimmy. That was
Jimmy. Okay.
Nope. Yeah. James said for movies, he watched Wakanda Forever. Him and Tracy, and then they started their Christmas movies. So they watched Elf, classic. Just Friends, love it. Krampus, and Better Watch Out. Scott, here we go. Oh, you always get to Scott. Yeah. I watched Star Trek 3, but I need to finish it. I have a few minutes left. How you turn the movie off with only a couple of minutes left?
Well, he's tired. We got to give him a break. He works.
He's tired. I'm tired too. But I either start a movie and finish it, or I don't start it.
That's true.
But that's just me. In Bruges, loved it. My wife and I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine and The Sex Life of College Girls.
Well, that sounds like a...
How do you watch The Sex Life of College Girls, bro? We also started watching White Lotus. Rev, James is responding to Rev. He said, Rev, Braveheart is awesome. It's one of my faves. Lenore said Bullet Train, Emily the Criminal,
I got to
and
see
Firefly
that
Lane.
Forgot.
Robert said, I like the Fablemans a lot. Paul Dano and Michelle Williams are awesome. Agreed. Rev said, hell yeah, James. Hopefully Braveheart will be for me. Oh, yeah, Braveheart will be for me. Yeah, this was before he was in on the joke. Violent Night is so good. David Harbour is great as Santa. That's Robert J. said he's been watching Doom Patrol, Emily the Criminal, Bullet Train, and Amsterdam. James needs to see Violent Night. I'm trying to find more people what they watched. Here we go. David McGuire. He watched Ticket to Paradise, Smile, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Home Alone 1 and 2 classics, Christmas with the Cranks. That's your movie.
That's my
Alex,
joint.
right there. Christmas with the Cranks.
Yep.
James said also we watched Albert. We watched Albert the Christmas Tree. I don't even know what that is. Pop Culture. Evan. He watched Amsterdam. Thought it was good. A senior documentary, which was okay. Black Adam. That was terrible. Godfather 2, which of course is great. And then let's see. Robert says Devotion was awesome. Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell were great. Agreed. My local AMC was giving away Devotion mini posters. I bet you got 3. Lenore says I didn't like Luis Guzman. Also, Jay says there's a great documentary that RDJ did on his father. It's really good. That's that senior that everyone was talking about. Lenore says Gomez has charisma and charm. Guzman was too uncouth. Ooh, I like the word. Jimmy says I agree. Luis Guzman was whack. Maybe John Leguizamo would have been better. And Rev says Christmas with the Cranks is legit one of the worst movies of all time.
Oh, you gotta be kidding! This dude hates everything,
But
but
he
no,
loves Avatar. Now
twice. He saw it at the same twice. The movies, and we'll talk about that in 2 weeks when we get to have a crap.
Fern
But
Gully with action. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's great. It's so. It's
or
classic.
was it Pocahontas? Is the same Pocahontas?
It's Pocahontas. It's Fern
Yeah.
Gully. It's Dances with Wolves. It's this. I've seen that movie 64 times before Avatar came out, but this one has CGI Catmen, so it's better.
Well,
And they're nude.
It's funny because like the Avatar was what?
He says it's better than corn ass Ghostbusters.
Oh boy, this guy is about to lose his
okay.
wrench. No, but yeah. In terms of the Gomez, it's funny because that Gomez is like it's so. Yeah, he's so bad. Like if you're gonna make him look like that, you got to give him some type of like suave.
But he looked like the old comic book.
He
That's how
tried to
looked,
make him
short
look
and
like
fat.
yes, but the thing is like at least give him the suave that Raul Julia has, like something.
Yeah.
But the chemistry between him and Morticia was so bad, like it did not work. Bullet Train, I got to see Bullet Train. I'll say this quick, I got to see Bullet Train for the first time. Right, I was here and there with it. I thought the action scenes were great. I love all the all that stuff like Smoking Aces. I thought that was all pretty cool. I was like, yo, this is cool stuff. To me, the storyline was very lackluster. I was like, this storyline is kind of eh. I wasn't entertained as much with it. But it was like a Mr. Magoo with action. That's pretty much what I call it. Because he was clumsy, but he was very smart. I'm not trying to say he was stupid or nothing. But I saw that, and what was last but not least? Last night, I fell asleep to The Three Amigos, one of my favorite westerns.
The Three Amigos.
That is... Yo, I forgot how funny that movie is, dude. I totally forgot how funny The Three Amigos is.
Oh, God, I haven't seen that in. I don't think I can't tell you last time I saw it. Then again, I can't tell you last time I saw a lot of movies. It's been a while. Maybe I'll rewatch it. Just so you know, Stephanie said saw Violent Night over the weekend and Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which is on Netflix. I think that's a stop motion animation. Rev said I'd fall asleep too if I was watching The Three Amigos.
Oh my God, Lord,
He's coming for you, dog.
Oh, trust me.
He also said he never saw Pocahontas, so Avatar was new to him. Okay, fair. I guess if you've never seen any other of these Native American Saved by White People movies, then I guess it's new. You're right. And then Jose said, "Is there any kind of food other than Mexican?" LOL. I'm guessing that's Three Amigos.
Yeah. When he goes inside the restaurant. Yeah. But no, I mean, it's just a funny ass movie. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Before we go, couple of things. I have some digital codes. I have 3. Rev, I know you want to win. I think you have all these movies. I think he has all these movies anyway.
What he got?
So here's how we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do the same thing at the Christmas party next week at our Christmas show.
Oh, we did plug it.
Well, we're gonna plug. We got plugs at the end because I got other stuff we got to plug too. But
Yeah.
next week on the Christmas show, I'm literally gonna be giving away like 20 or 25 codes.
Yeah, we have
Thanks
a
to
lot.
Tony Claus, we're gonna call him Tony Movie Chappie. If you haven't seen him in the chat, make sure you reach out to him on Instagram, check on him, see how he's doing. But he donated like 20 or 25 digital codes to give away to you guys. So we're just gonna be giving them away. Like everyone's gonna get them. Now the digital codes I have for tonight. I have Pulp Fiction in 4K. I have The Addams Family, the original Addams Family, the Raul Julia Addams Family in 4K. And I have a little action movie we did on the Action Movie Podcast a while back, a Peter Berg film that we enjoyed called Deepwater Horizon. So here's how we're going to do this. You can have one first person to put in the chat which one they want. We'll get that one because I don't feel like doing any sort of like 10 hours worth of, stuff to figure out how to give these codes. So if you want one of those 3 movies right now, type, okay, we're done. All right, Evan, Deepwater Horizon is for you. Rev, I got Addams Family for you.
No,
and James,
give him
I got
nothing.
Pulp Fiction.
Rev
James,
is
I got
shit.
Pulp. Well, he's only going after your movies. Rev, I
Apparently.
got Addams Family for you. Pulp Fiction for James.
All right, I got two.
Okay, let's see. Look,
I got 2 digital
I
codes.
was
to
gonna say,
give away.
look, the story in Avatar wasn't greatly unique, but it was executed well. It looks beautiful. The action was awesome. Jake and Neytiri were decent. The creatures in Pandora were awesome. I love it. That's cool. I honestly haven't seen it since 2009. So when we review it, actually, I'm probably gonna watch it this week because I'm going to see the new one on Thursday. So I do have to refresh my memory. I remember not hating it. I just think it's overrated.
All right, so I got 2
you
digital
got some
codes.
codes.
I'm gonna give it right now.
Okay.
Top Gun 1 and 2, dual pack. It's a 2-pack. You're getting 1 and 2 together. So if you don't own it for the first time on 4K, you have a chance to win digital codes for Top Gun 1 and 2 together, not separate.
Very nice.
Together. All right, here we go.
Forever.
This is
All right, so it can't
2
be Evan, it can't be James, and it can't be Rev because they were.
Well, he wasn't gonna get shit, Rev. So that's what Rev gets. That Rev gets that. He gets the.
You lose! Good day, sir!
All right, here we go. Top Gun 1 and 2. 2 and 1. Now, who has not have 1 and 2 in their collection? Because kind of defeats the purpose to get both if you guys can get 1. You got Milk on 4K. Milk
You got Milk.
on
Let's
4K.
see. Top Gun. People are saying them. Wait.
I need 1 and 2. 2. You're getting dual. You get both. Both.
Look, Ralph said he doesn't have them. Stephanie said she doesn't have either. Let's give it to Stephanie. She doesn't claim stuff. She raised her hand. She got a
Hey,
blue
Nate,
wrench.
Tracy doesn't have 1 and 2. Laughing.
Nah, you guys count as one person. Nice try. Nice try, James. You're disqualified. You wanted Pulp Fiction. You said it you should have waited. You never know what could happen. Now you just get a classic and you don't get these 2. Sorry, Tracy. Sorry.
Sorry,
You guys are gonna watch it
Tracy.
together. Don't count. I love you, Tracy, but sorry.
All right. So, how do we do this?
Those are your codes. You do it however you want to do it.
You know what? We'll give it to Stephanie. We'll give it to Stephanie.
All right.
We'll give it to Stephanie, the only female in our group that goes
The only
live.
one who's always here and always
here.
supports us.
No,
I mean,
but
Becca supports us too, but she pops up in the chat more.
all right, so we'll give it to Stephanie. Those 2. I have tons of more to give away, and I think I have another Top Gun somewhere in one of my bins somewhere. Okay, so with that said, let's start plugging in so we can end this show early.
We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Oh,
stuff.
look, Becca,
Start-
she's here. She
Oh,
says
there
she
you go.
tries. I'm sorry, Becca. Yeah, she is busy, but she don't want these digital codes anyway.
No, she has your
She
stuff.
She has
Yeah.
my voodoo. She has all the movies.
All right, so here we go. Next week is the Christmas party. We're doing it 1 week early because Christmas lands on a Sunday, and on the 26th is James Cameron Director Spotlight. So again, we're doing all the James Cameron's film Director Spotlight. So if you guys want to start watching all your James Camerons for 2 weeks from now, start getting them in. So for next week, we're gonna do something special for next week. Next week, we're gonna invite a lot of people live on this show that's not content creators. Everyone that hangs out with us every week, not people outside of the Geeks and Flicks. If you guys are on the chat, if you guys want to be part of the live show and you want to hang out with us, we got like, I think 7 slots I think I could put up on this. I think, we could alternate and round out everybody.
You gotta wear a Christmas shirt or sweater.
Yeah, you gotta wear something Christmas. We're gonna be hanging out, having fun. Maybe we'll do like our Christmas movie watch list. We could all talk about our favorite Christmas movies. We could do something like that. But if you guys want to be live with us, next week is the Christmas party. We'll have fun with that. But I would like to see new faces. I want to have James on the damn show for an hour live with us if he can. I'm not. I know you got stuff to do, but it'll be fun to do. So, yeah, that's next week. On Friday, I'll let Nate take care of that. Friday, we're doing something. What are we doing Friday?
Yeah, so on Friday, me and Alex will be over on Mega Mike. Oh, look, Beckish is going to be there. Yes, Beckish is going to be dressed up in Christmas. Stephanie, Ralph, it's going to be a blast.
So she's going to be live on... So Beckish is coming live with us?
Yeah, she's going to be live.
All right. Let's get Beckish, James, Ralph,
all my cousins.
All your cousins. Let's get all your cousins. Let's get David.
Let's get my brother.
Let's get your brother.
We'll get my dad. Okay. And this coming Friday, on the 16th,
yep.
Myself and Alex, we will be over on Mega Mike the Movie Man, the long name, Mega Mike the Movie Man. He's been on our show before, twice. He played in our trivia tournament, and he also was in a What the Hall episode. We're going to be going over to his channel, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday night, showing off something we did. If you were here for ours, then you've probably seen some of these, but maybe we'll switch it up. We'll pick new ones. He wants us to show our favorite box sets from our collection. So we will be doing that show with him. We got some other collectors. I know Movies with Ryan is going to be on there. Also another person who I'm not familiar with. And David from 4K Lowdown was supposed to be, but he can't make it. So there's going to be someone else. But you guys come support me and Alex. And then secondly, I will be over on Ralph's channel, just me, on Wednesday, Horror and Coffee. We're going to be doing a little horror show between me and him. We're going to be sharing our top 5 and bottom 3 horror films for 2018 or 2022. And so I will be over there Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Everything's at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday. I will get my top 5. Ralph will get his top 5. Then we'll talk about the ones we did not like this year. He already knows what's coming, I think. So we're going to be doing a little bottom 3, top 5. So all of you guys here, be over on his show channel on Wednesday and watch us talk about horror.
All right. So, yeah. So for those of you out there, the Christmas party is going to be next week, the 19th. Yeah. So for James, you said it's next Monday. The 19th is the Christmas party. Again, we're going to be hanging out. We're going to wear our Christmas stuff. We did it 1 week before, because again, Christmas is on the Sunday, so it'll be fun to do a Christmas party with everybody. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Again, during the week, we have 2 podcasts dropping. Oh, I unboxed, for those of you out there, I unboxed the Top Gun Maverick. This is the Ultimate Collector's Edition. So if you want to check it out, I'm actually editing the video, so it should be out tomorrow sometime. I'll do some I'll do video updates on all that crap. But yeah, other than that, I'll be doing that unboxing this week and some more stuff, some fun gems here. So congratulations, Stephanie. I'll send you these 2 Top Gun stuff.
I already sent mine out, so check your texts and check your DMs. Rev and Evan and James, everybody got them already.
Okay. Well, other than that, have a good night, everybody. I think that's pretty much it. Have a good night, everybody. All right. So it looks like James is in. So we got James, Becklish, Stephanie, Ralph. Great. So we'll talk about all that. We'll send out emails and we'll confirm and everything. Other than that, guys, from me and Nate, be awesome to each other and geek out.